in this lesson, we're just going to look at exporting as MP3. We've done this already, but we're going to do it again because we've been using WAV for now. So WAV is like full quality. MP3, it is smaller files, but you do lose some fidelity. So it's a good idea to always work in WAV until the end when you export as MP3. If you can't do that, that's absolutely fine. But it is just higher quality. So in this lesson, we're going to look at exporting as MP3. I've shown you how to do this in an earlier lesson, but we're going to go back to it because we've been exporting as WAV mostly. WAV is obviously higher quality than MP3, but WAVs are no good for very, very large files. If you're trying to, send a 40-minute podcast onto your smartphone, it would be too big if we always had to do WAV. So we want to have nice compressed formats, hence MP3. So I'm going to go back to this here, which is my test podcast project. And if I want to export that as MP3, I just go File, Export Audio. And here I call it MP3. Test podcast. This was V3. I haven't changed anything since then. V3. I can export that. And now what I have is I have a little file down here, which is my MP3 file. As you can see, it's 1.3 megs, but it has music. It has a couple of voices. It's got everything. Now, later on, you're going to see when we're publishing audio, this will be the finished piece. So this is now the finished podcast. It's got all the combined stuff in it. And if you wanted to upload something to one of the podcast hosters or to, a internet audio like a SoundCloud, or even if you wanted to upload something to a VLE for a university assignment, the MP3 that you have there, that will be what you would upload.